everybody, and my name's Kiahonfire, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today I'm doing a video about the Helping Hammer, a building overhaul in the Age of Sorcery, the most exciting building update for those in 3.0 and for a very long time. This makes the building system a lot more concise and easy to use and has had a major overhaul. So none of this is in your inventory anymore, and you do all your building through one little itty bitty hammer. Now, they released a video on this and we'll be watching that in a bit, but it had some really interesting stuff in it, and I think you guys should just, have a watch, so I'll include it in there, but we'll talk about it a little bit first. So you can see in the new update there is a new building menu, and this is accessed by the hammer. You can see you have different ways to change modes, different ways to select things. If they're green, you can craft them. If they're red, you can't. So it's going to tell you what you have in your inventory, what it requires, and then if you can build it or not, and that is a really great thing. It's also going to let you select your DLC separately by the looks of it, which is also really great. You can see it in the drop down menu in that very quick teaser, that you can select like the Argosian pack or something else like that, or the Khitan. You can look at all of that for your DLC stuff, and I imagine that will be the same with the stuff included in the store that you buy. You have a separate section for that as well, I imagine. This also seems to include the artisan bench stuff by the looks of it as well, so that's really nice. So anything you like to decor with or anything like that, you can go ahead and use that menu to put it down, instead of just going around all these different artisan benches and try to find where to craft all your stuff, because it's just an absolute nightmare as it is in the game right now. A good thing for people who love mods as well, they're trying to structure this new kind of building system with mods in mind, so that's always great to hear that they're considering the modders as well, so that's always nice to hear indeed. But the article isn't very long, it doesn't really talk about much, but the video is where you'll get the bulk of the information that you need to know with this one. So without further ado, let's have a look at it.
Greetings, Exiles! In this first video installment, we'll be going over a sneak peek into the building system overhaul. Building a base is one of the most important aspects of the game, so we've introduced a separate interface where you can enter building mode by simply equipping the construction hammer. You'll get a much more organized and streamlined way of finding building pieces, decorations, and crafting stations. Let's take a look into some of these changes. When browsing the building menu, a green background will show when you have enough materials to build, and red when you don't. You'll also see a number in the box that indicates how many you can craft before running out of materials. With a simple button, you can now switch between removing or adding a building piece. Finally, you can now copy and paste building pieces you've already placed without going through the menu. We've also added in a feature called Creative Mode. By enabling Creative Mode, you can build your heart's desires without cost or restrictions. This is, of course, only possible if you have admin permissions or you're playing on a private server with this option enabled. In the building menu, all building pieces and placeables will be unlocked with unlimited materials. This mode is purely for building, so you won't receive any experience or damage while in it. If you need to get some height, just double tap the jump button. Holding the sprint button will allow you to fly even faster. In short, Creative Mode will give you everything you need to build a masterpiece, and makes it even easier to participate in future building contests.
That was the lovely Nicole that explained that to us from that video, and it was pretty well done. Anyway, some points to the video I noticed that you can pick out. When you're building stuff and you're going along, you can see that the amount of building pieces you can place down. So if I was to play this video, you can see as she places things, this little bar would go down from 20 to 19, and you can go ahead and see there's different tabs for crafting stations, decorations, building pieces, and all sorts. So it all has its own section now, and you can see even on this tab that they have the ingredients and how much you have in your inventory, how much it needs out of that as well. So yeah, really nice. There's also like a creative mode, which is why it's got an infinity sign by it now, so you can tell if someone's building in creative mode, and you could just infinitely go around and put down all the pieces you like and replace pieces as well. One of the really neat features that is definitely my favorite is when you got this hammer, you could copy the furnace like that, like they're showing on the video, and you could just paste it down. That is brilliant. And it's amazing. Love it. The fact that you can do that makes life so much easier. It's going to make building buildings a lot quicker, and you're going to have a much better time of doing this now. And as you can see, even in creative mode here, she's just putting the windows down on the walls. Windows to the walls! And it's placing a lot easier. Also, with creative mode in the building menu, it does include a fly, which you double tap your space bar for, and you can adjust the speeds as well for that. So really, really nice stuff here. It's going to work a lot more fluidly. For console people as well, it's great news because they're also mapping this out for your controllers and stuff. So it should be just as easy to use your controllers while doing the building menu and everything and placing everything down. It should be just as good. So heck yeah, you have a much better time doing this now. Building is going to become a lot quicker and easier to manage. Anyway, that's my quick little video on this update. They were just released this today. We saw a little bit in the stream, but this gives us a well more in-depth view of how this is going to go and how we can do our building nowadays once the 3.0 update comes out. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!